All right. And everyone, welcome to our first official stream of the Enterra Chronicles. So, this is where a bunch of our friends are getting together and playing some D&D online. Hell yeah.
Woo!
And yeah.
I have friends.
Yay!
Hey, there's a first for everything, right?
Yeah. I am Chris Heisenreiter, and I will be your dungeon master.
My name's Matt. I'm gonna be this blood hunter. I might do a voice yet. I might not. I don't know.
Yeah. Should we keep the introductions rolling?
Why not? Just kind of did it by accident.
Yeah.
I'm Lee, and I'm gonna be playing Vagrant.
Sana Markman running a Wood Elf Ranger.
Mm-hmm. And last but not least, AJ, that's your cue.
Yes, I am aware. I am Paladin Ardor. I am the Clensing Storm. And I have brought enough edgelord for the entire party so everybody else can be silly while I focus on vengeance.
Yay!
Yes, that he has. So, I would like to welcome you all to the world of Enterra, where continents float above the sky, airships and dragons and other winged beasts travel back and forth across a land of darkness and chaos that no sane mind would ever go down. And our adventuring party is going to pick up where we did a playtest practice session a couple of weeks ago, which will be on our YouTube channel as soon as Matt gets it uploaded. I don't know if he's gotten there yet.
It will be uploaded probably this week sometime.
Cool. And in that session where they left off, our adventuring party is taking place in the land of Coltran, one of our floating continent countries. And wow, that was an alliteration.
Really was.
Completely by accident. They were invited by an ambassador of Coltran to meet them at the shipyard, which had recently gone under some attacks. And they've recovered, but their ships were kind of lacking and destruction going around, and they're being hired for a very special mission if they could prove themselves. And to prove themselves, they were sent to investigate what had been attacking their stores in the warehouses down on the harbor. They went in, they investigated, and they found claw marks that led to the sewers, and fought various beasts, interacted with some very high upstanding characters, even though they were highly suspicious of them. And
I am not remotely suspicious of those were-rats. They are upstanding citizens, and I love them.
and he's
The
not
Cleansing
wrong.
Storm has
We're very
spoken.
nice people. Everyone else is just assholes. And then they finally tracked down the real culprit, some rabid dire raccoons that have been breaking in. So that is where we left off. Would be right when they finished taking out the dire raccoons, and I'm assuming they are heading their way back after sloshing through the sewers.
I
never
raisins.
slosh.
So you don't forget Cheeks is sloshing through, but it sounds kind of cute.
Oh yes,
Really? I would have thought that Cheeks to be riding on your shoulders to not slosh.
And just in case anyone was wondering what our characters are looking like, there's my best approximation I could create for them.
Ardor, he looks over at Vagrant and says, "You don't look so good right now. Everything all right over there?"
Oh yeah, I'll be fine after a bit of a rest.
I find that hard to believe. I don't know when the last time you've been fine was.
Look, I remember a time last week when I was feeling great.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll with that.
Okay. Yes.
So I'm assuming you guys are making your way over to the Harbor Master's house to meet back up with everybody?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I
Yes.
shall proclaim our vengeance to the world.
You said that the poison condition lasts how long for me?
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah, okay.
Basically long enough that it's not gonna matter here, but then
Yeah, I'll be
the next time an encounter happens. It was to make that encounter more interesting if it wouldn't have happened before the final thing was killed.
That's fair.
But, the best laid DM plans. Anyways. So, you guys make your way out of the sewers, you go through the warehouse, and you head back. You've been gone, maybe an hour or two. Not super long. You guys made pretty quick work of finding everything. And
Well, yes, we are efficient.
Yes, that you were. So efficient that, as you're making your way through the shipyard and again seeing all the various spots have been rebuilt, working on some random scorch marks still left from the attack about a month ago, you get yourself to the shipyard shipmaster's office. And outside, you see the familiar face of Falcar, his breastplate, nice red clothes underneath, black ponytail, and just being his normal chipper self, even though any respectable man should be tired at this point. It's super late. And he still just sees you like, oh, hey, yes, everyone, you're back so quickly. Can I assume that means everything is good?
Oh, we left him right dead, we did.
Oh, splendid. Let's go tell the ambassador. And he opens the door and just
bath first.
Oh,
I'm
we
gonna just cast prestidigitation on myself.
Can you cast prestidigitation upon me to remove the stench of vengeance?
Prestidigitation.
Do you have a towel the size of my weasel?
But the pretty small towel is a weasel.
I'll just give a clean on each of you, and I don't know how to get the smell of vengeance out, but sewage, I got that. I'm just gonna cast prestidigitation on each of us.
I appreciate it.
You all smell much better now. And Falcar leads you in. It's like, oh, yes, good call before seeing the ambassador. Yes. And you go in and you see, he knocks on the door and opens up, and it's like, Ambassador Helen. She's like, oh, what's Falcar? And, oh, look, they're back already. You see, she's just kind of finishing some paperwork because before she's about to leave, it's like, well, and you're back quickly. I'm assuming that means everything is done. He's like, oh, yes, very good. They said they're all done. Falcar, please just stuff it for a bit. The man's loyal to every hair on his body, but dear God, he doesn't show up. So I can take it that everything is handled?
But more like.
Yes, everything's been taken care of.
Splendid. All right, well, you guys are here faster than I thought you would be. We're going to leave first thing in the morning on the ship.
Vengeance is speedy.
But
Good. I hope.
Yes.
Well, we're leaving first thing in the morning for our mission. And meet us at the docks at the ship The Opportunity, which, assuming everything goes well, you guys will have command out here soon. So, any questions before we embark?
How will we be doing on provisions?
Well, since this is an official sanctioned mission, your provisions will be provided for. It's nothing fancy, but you'll have everything you need. The ship's crew will be paid for us for the legs of our journey. Any sidetracks will be on you. The Crown is not paying for any gallivanting or side questing you might try to go on. I know how you adventurers are.
I must ask, why were we sent to exterminate vermin?
I wanted to see how quick and efficient you could be. I didn't know what was a problem. It could have been something small. It could have been something massive.
I hold up one of the teeth. I pull out one of the raccoon teeth, and then also a tentacle from the weird shambling mountain thing, and then also a crocodile tooth, and go, your sewers are thoroughly infested.
I was afraid something like this might happen. Stupid arcane mishaps. You
need to have a better hand upon those wizards.
Well, if they were still around, we would. Unfortunately, a lab got blown up with some idiot's experiment a while back. It was not pretty. Hopefully it's not contained everywhere, but that's a problem for a different time.
A wizard
I
blew
wave
up
the
his
tentacle
lab.
around. I wave the giant tentacle around and go, this seems like a massive problem for right now.
If you're showing me that, I'm assuming it's been dealt with.
Yeah, I think
There
we
might
pretty
be
much
more.
blasted that thing to pieces.
Yes, but there might be more.
Yeah, but I
We can
think others can handle it. I don't think we need to waste our time with that stuff.
Fair. But
I mean-
I leave I cut off a piece of the tentacle and leave it on the table as a reminder, and then stuff the rest of it back into my shirt.
You probably didn't even get much enjoyment out of those kills, did you?
No.
Yeah.
There was nothing worth revenging upon myself in there.
She looks at the tentacle you put on the desk. She kind of shrugs. Harvard Master's desk, not mine. All right.
Ardor walks over and grabs the piece of tentacle, I assume with just like his index finger and his thumb, right? And just like puts it in a trash can that's close by so it's not just on the desk.
I'm a little offended by that.
And then like he wipes up, I assume there's like some blood or some goop or some slime or something
No,
on
my
the
trophies
desk.
are very hygienic.
He takes out a handkerchief and cleans that up too.
If I give somebody a trophy, it's not messy.
But he makes sure that the desk is clean.
Is there still bits of the tentacle just sitting on the table?
I mean,
I tried to clean it
Do you
up.
want some? Because I have extra.
yeah, no, there's some extra tentacle if you really want it. It's him.
I mean,
Mostly just goo.
Azorath does not want it. However, Cheeks is quite hungry because, a small trek for me is like a marathon for Cheeks. So Cheeks hops off my shoulder and goes to the table and eats part of the tentacle.
He's not very happy with it. I can tell you that right now. And Bachelor's like, oh yes, I should let you know we're going to be doing a little bit of a trade agreement coming up here with Elementran. I know you, and points at Mr. Storm over there, has some past experience. I'm hoping that'll help us keep vigilant and watchful of any tricks they might have up their sleeves.
Wait, points at who?
You.
Oh, I mean, I was imprisoned and a slave, so I don't know. I mean, I suppose if they try to put a collar on you, you should really not let them do that.
That, it doesn't surprise me that you were imprisoned by people before. Really
They
doesn't
could not
surprise me
handle
at all.
my vengeance.
And Ardor just sighs and kind of shakes his head a little bit.
Anyways, I will bid you adieu. I'm going to retire for the night, and I'll see you at the ship first light.
Sounds
He
good.
kind of nods and walks out, and Falcar's, good evening, everybody, and he follows with her.
All right, I want to go check out this ship.
All right. Are you going to check it out right now, or are you waiting until the morning?
I would wait till the morning because I need a drink.
I could avenge myself upon an ale. Yes.
I didn't necessarily invite you. I just said I need a drink.
Well, by all means, it sounds like we're all going then.
Nope. I go to the ship. I know when I'm not wanted.
First, okay. Yes.
Well, that's all
So-
I'm gonna drink.
Yes. So you guys, you can easily head and find a tavern and drink your merry night away. Not very hard.
Wait, actually, should we try and find a spot that'll, like, not that, I'm remotely interested in treasure or anything, but we do have that gold bar and everything. Should we try and liquidate that?
No, it was a staff, wasn't it?
It was a rod.
Rod, yeah.
Basically just like some extruded, melted together gold is what you had found.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's not like someone made a fancy ornate golden rod. It was more kind of like someone had melted down, sort of like a bar's.
Imagine it was like a gold bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking it might be like a magic item.
No, it was not.
I know, I got
Oh.
excited too, I can't lie.
I apologize. You did not find any magic items in the first dungeon.
I mean, we are level 10. It wouldn't be unheard of.
And
I mean,
it doesn't have to be a
true.
good magic item. It's the stick of mild glowing.
A stick of mild glowing.
Yes,
Yeah.
emits dim light to a 5-foot range.
My doctor said
With a candle on top.
that's concerning.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys drink to your heart's content that night, have a good laugh and a good night's sleep, and everyone's fully rested. And the next morning, you guys all make your way to the ship. And you guys go out, and these kind of docks, you guys have seen like a dry dock where they've dry the boat up. They have the rail frame under it that the boat sits on and they drain the dock.
Yep.
Basically think of that, but like elevated in the air so larger ships can just fly and hover down and like set on there and rest. And that's kind of what you're going towards.
Aha. Okay.
And as we said last week, or 2 weeks ago, I guess, there used to be room where you probably could have sat maybe 20 ships at one point of very large size, and then maybe another 30 is small. Right now, they're about half capacity for both because they're still just rebuilding everything. But when you get there, you see 3 large ships in the harbor, and you guys checking through, and you notice that there is one labeled the Opportunity. And this ship, it's a geomag vessel. So large basic boat construction. There are 4 large turbines, kind of think like what would be on like the helicarrier in the Avengers.
Yeah.
Yes. Most of you being around ships would know those geomags, they kind of work by the type of material they're made out of that reacts to the magical weave going through. So as soon as you take off the brakes, it just starts spinning. And the biggest thing is just trying to break it and give enough friction that it doesn't spin too fast. And then they can twist it and kind of get a little bit of direction. And then they use the 2 sails on top of the ship to kind of help, like a traditional sail. And they just flow along the currents of magic that go across the world.
Nice.
Okay.
And you guys are looking at, it's a full-size galley is what you are seeing. So you have at least a decent crew when you get on there. And as you guys are walking up, you see a handful of people loading big old honking crates onto the vessel. And you see 3 of them. And I'm just going to take you over to what the ship looks like so I can start introducing crew members.
Hey.
Hey.
We're on
yes.
a boat.
You're on
It's
a
a
boat.
ship.
Yes,
I'm on
it is.
a boat.
Oh, yes. And as you get towards your ship, the 3 people you're seeing, 2 of which are taking one of the large crates by them, or together as a team lift. A dwarf with like short black hair, black beard, covered in tattoos, and then what was he? He was a checking notes. Elven, half-elven looking man with golden hair, leather armor. They're each kind of sharing the load on one, and then the other one's being lifted by this big jacked sea elf. Oh yes, large jacked sea elf. She's just single by herself, carrying it in. Nice long brown hair.
See,
blue
is
outfit.
this half elf? Is this someone that I would recognize?
No, you wouldn't recognize any of these people yet. But she, seeing you guys approach, puts her box on top of the other 2, where they just drop it like, oh god, drop, oh shit. And she just turns like, hey, look at the button party, Clensing Storm! And she comes up and just goes to give you one of the big like Schwarzenegger Predator high fives.
Oh. I turned that into a massive hug because,
Oh, yes.
like,
You recognize her.
we're bringing it in because.
Oh,
sorry,
yes.
what's her name?
That would be Ralia.
Ralia, have you stabbed anything upon your trident today?
It's still early. Just, hey, make sure to leave some for the rest of us, hey.
No, you must earn your trophies. These have been earning trophies. It is a good day.
I take it you're the rest of our crew then.
Yes.
I imagine, like, during this whole exchange, Ardor just looks over to Vagrant and Azorath and just goes, "Oh God, now there's 2 of them."
Yes, there
And you kind of see him like rubbing his temple.
Yep.
We will have many trophies before this time is done.
That's what I like to hear. And then,
Right.
as you guys are having this, the dwarf just turns, oh, hey, Ralia. If you're done showing off, could you go grab your bloody box off of ours?
Before she can do anything, Cleansing Storm walks over and just kind of casually carries it away.
Yes. Well, that's
He's
bloody
useful.
appreciated. At least one of you has some manners. My name's Dove. Good to meet you. And you're looking at this.
but mighty, I approve.
Oh, yeah. You're seeing, let me change the height so you can see. Once I grab that. you see this cool dude. You know, he'll sleeveless shirt, like intricate tattoos all going over his body, on his back. He's even got like a kind of think like the Aragon dragon similar shape, but where like Mike Tyson has the tiger tattoo on his face, he has that.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, and the elf's name is what?
Ralia.
Ralia? Like,
Yeah. Ralia. Yep.
Kind of like Raleigh?
Yeah. And his name's Dav. Like, oh yeah, this thing's bloody heavy. She's such a freaking show-off. He's like, and then the other man's just like, yeah, I'm very glad you picked that up. I did not want to deal with two of these stupid things. Name's Galen. Good to meet you. I do a lot of work on the rigging. He's like,
Meet ya.
Say it again?
Pleasure to meet you.
I'm the same. And I was like, oh yes, I fancy myself a bit of an artist. But you know, when I'm not doing that, I like men and the guns. We got some nice ballista on the ship.
What's that guy's name?
Dav.
Dav.
So D-A-V, Dav.
D-
And the other guy's name is Galen, where is he hiding? Oh yes, he's hiding over here.
Okay.
I'm doing it enough so I can see everybody, but sometimes it makes it harder to grab their pictures to expand.
Yeah, I got you.
Yes.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you all. And Ardor looks at Ralia and says, well, any friend of Storm can't be too bad, I guess.
Oh, she seems like a bit of a hothead. But you know, can wait till tomorrow. We'll take some of her money gambling. She can't be that good at dice.
That's what I like.
Oh, you ought to get in on our game then.
No, I'm not very good myself.
See, that makes me want to invite you more. Anyway, we should get back to work so we can leave soon. Ambassador will be pissed. And he's like, great. And they pick up the crate and they keep going. As you guys board onto the ship, you notice there is a girl, very nice dress, kind of younger, maybe around like her early 20s, blonde hair, in a wheelchair, standing by the wheel. And next to her is a large warforged. And the warforged is kind of trying to work some of the levers by the wheel for manning some of the stuff. And she's just wincing as he does it. And just kind of, she's like, no, not like that. And as you guys approach to meet them, you can just kind of hear from a little horn that kind of goes down to the lower deck. And you hear like, no, not that lever, the other one next to that. It's like, And the warforged just kind of goes, apparently I am not programmed for this very well. And she's like, but let me. Here you go, Dad. And she kind of cranks the lever. And Vagrant, you recognize the girl in the wheelchair as Alcira. Someone you have met in your travels before.
How you been? Didn't think I'd run into you again so soon.
She's like, Fag! And she kind of wheels up and kind of leans in to give you as much of a hug as she can out of a chair, a little difficult.
Yeah, I give like a polite reciprocating hug.
Yeah. And she kind of gestures and she's like, hey, you like the upgrades? And she's kind of like spinning it around a little bit. And you can see like what was a basic wooden chair when you met her. Now it's kind of got some armored slats on the side, like a little box on the back, and a little spot for like crossbow and some arrows held in. It's like, Dad's been working on getting me some upgrades.
Oh yeah, gonna have to ask you to work on my dueling kind next. And I just kind of give my cane a twirl.
That's not really his cup of tea, but we can see what he wants to do with it. And then, as she's saying that, the large warforged goes over and goes, hello. I am the golem of Observed and Gained Library's expositor. And she just looks up and goes, yeah, I prefer just to call him Google. It's shorter, and kind of taps him.
Womp, womp, womp.
And he's like, yes, and looks like you must be the remainder crew. You look familiar. Oh, I know. You must be Ardor. Irina told me much about you.
Oh, you know Irina. I'm
Yes,
glad
well,
to
you
hear
were on
that.
when you were one of your jobs, she helped teach me some of my programming.
Ah, well, I'm sure she did a wonderful job.
Oh, yes, she did very well.
Glad to hear that. I trust her
Yes.
work.
Oh, yes, she spoke very highly of you.
I'm glad to hear that. Certainly glad to hear that. That would be strange if she didn't.
Yeah. And as you guys are looking around on the ship, you do see one Arakakra flying around, taking care of a couple things with the sails, practicing a couple aerial martial arts moves. And he flies down and just kind of goes, "Well, look at it! Look!" I said, "Look at here! It's my favorite chef in the LP Ride Zone." It's like, Azorath, how you doing, man?
Azorath just looks over at Cheeks, just shrugs his shoulders.
Like, well, at least the little one's happy to see me. And he kind of gives Cheeks a little scratch, and Cheeks kind of leans into it. Man, I'm real happy I'm gonna have you making our food. Better than some half-wit cook coming in here. I see this the rest of our crew. Looks like you guys met everyone except for the angry man downstairs.
I have a feeling I know who he is already.
Ah, yeah. Well, sorry about that, I'm gonna finish get the rigs ready for us. And he flies off and
That man needs to take a nap.
And there is Harold. Likes to go by Harry.
Harry.
Yep.
Ironically, not Harry.
Yep. Thank Mark for that name. Oh yes, and now I can show you guys what Falcar looks like.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
He seems quite chipper.
Oh yes, he's always quite chipper.
I want to throw him over the side.
The ambassador shares your sentiments some days.
Good.
And eventually as you guys are prepping up, the last member of your crew comes sauntering up, just covered in engine grease and other sorts of good stuff. And you guys see a human, bald, decently built, taller man. I mean, obviously not quite as tall as the Storm because Goliath, but still decently tall man. Set of goggles, and just goes, "You the rest of our crew?"
Yes, I will wrestle you, grease and all, later.
That sounds weird. You just that sounds. Storm, that's just not right. We gotta work on this, okay?
I'll
Yeah,
make
I'm sure it's fine.
Wrestle!
Sergei does not want to wrestle. So I'm gonna make sure you do not touch his engine.
Sir, I don't think Storm asked you if you wanted to. He said you're going to.
And it's all
Sergei
right.
no cares.
To be fair, I didn't specify a time.
Do not touch
To be
Sergei's
fair.
daughter. That's all you need to know. And he walks off.
To be fair, Storm did not specify a time at which the wrestling was going to happen, only that it will. So,
This is gonna go poorly in the best way possible.
I don't know, it's the next largest person on the ship. Storm wants to demonstrate that he has earned his largest status.
Hey, Cheeks wants to try to go after his goggles.
It does not go well. He's kind of skitters up and he's like, no, creature, no, don't, bad creature, no. And he's kind of like throws him off his shoulder, like, ship, go right down hell. All these people come through, messed up my ship. He kind of storms off back downstairs to his engine. And the ambassador and Falcar come onto the ship, and she looks around and everyone's like, well, is everything loaded now? And Don's like, oh, lady, everything's loaded. Bloody heavy, what the hell you got in there? She's like, our cargo, part of our deal we're making. Tell you more on the way. If everything's good, let's set sail, everybody. And, a few people run down deck to kind of man a couple of the levers they need to get the turbines going. Alcir wheels herself up, locks in the little mechanism right by the main wheel, starts pulling a couple of the levers that Google was having a terrible time with. And the sails unfold, the turbines just start lifting you guys up in the air. and off sailing you go. So you guys know.
Who's in charge of the
map.
shanties? I can't sing, so I should not be in charge of the shanties.
So Ardor has a charisma of 9, but he's not against being in charge of shanties.
I am on board with that. I have a charisma of 16, but I can't sing.
It's more. AJ can't sing.
Yes.
Yeah,
All right. Neither can I.
I've got an 18 and I can't sing.
It sounds like your character is going to be the one leading us.
All right. So you guys are aware, you are here in the city of Gemini. And as you guys are picking up to lift off, some of the crew starts asking for their heading. And the ambassador goes, yes, we're heading to End's Reach. From there, we're going to pick up supplies, a short rest period, and then it's off to Elementran. Specifically Endara. Should be around here this time of year. So, she says that you guys kind of remember that the 4 continents that make up Elementra, they spin around in a circular pattern, and as they spin, the actual magical energy is kind of what creates the seasons of Enterra.
Which one's Endara?
That would be right here.
Okay, so it's not so it's where I'm from, but not where I was locked up.
Right. Yeah. They're all kind of the same big alliance, but it's 4 separate kind of entities in that alliance.
Just based off of the map here, what's the weather in Endara like? I'm assuming, because I would have traveled quite a bit, I'm assuming I would have at least been there. What's the weather like there? Is
You
it
would know
cold
that
or...
that's kind of your fall.
Okay.
So as that goes, you guys are kind of fall right now because it is in line with where you're at.
Okay.
Right? Yes. And so yes, and you guys are heading right here to End's Reach, which should be about a 4 days travel, assuming everything goes well. And you guys can see in your journal that I have provided the opportunity as a vessel you guys can see.
Yes.
Yeah, we're assuming a hex is about a day's travel, assuming everything stays on course and nothing goes wrong.
As a heads up, Chris, I can click on the opportunity, but there is no
info.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bio and info is blank tab for me as well.
Interesting. I shall work on that because it's supposed to be. Then let's do that. That should do it.
The ship's actually empty.
Yes. How about now? Can you guys see it?
This
I see
is
a 20-sided
one
round
second.
exam.
I think so. Yes.
Number 1 or number 2?
Yes. So, as we are heading into our ship travel portion of this campaign, you guys have each kind of had roles that you said your characters.
Just had a real big spit. I gotta go change your sheets.
Oh, baby spit up. That's never fun.
Oh no.
All right. We will save his roles because his ones are less important since he wanted to be part of the gunning group. So, I'll explain to everyone else kind of what's going on at the moment then while he fixes that. So basically, you guys all kind of pick some roles you wanted your characters to have on the ships. And based on that, you guys have to make some skill checks as you guys are traveling, which will affect outcomes of how your travel goes.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
I've got Navigator's Tools proficiency.
Awesome, because you did want to be the navigator. And
Yeah.
I know Azorath is going to be the cook.
It's Azorath and Cheeks. We are a team.
Yeah, I know, you guys are a team.
Ratatouille was a good movie.
Yes.
Let's see. And
Wait till
Ardor.
you find out what the meal Cheeks is.
So Ardor, I'm assuming you probably would want like maybe a lookout kind of role.
Yeah. I would imagine that would suit him pretty well. He'd be
All right.
like Crow's Nest or something.
All right, yeah. There'd be 2 different crow's nests that you could take, one in the back, one in the front. You'd take one mast, and I know Galen would probably take some shifts whenever you're not up there, just so they always have someone up. But,
Yeah, that's fair.
yeah. So basically, you guys are all going to be making skill checks for every day of travel, and we're going to see how you guys do throughout the travel. So,
Nice.
Let's see. Who would like to make the first skill check on this? Let's go with, how about Mr. Navigator? Could you make me, let's say, probably a wisdom check and use you have proficiency in Navigator's tools, correct?
Yes.
So we're going to say wisdom check with proficiency.
That means it'll be +5.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh boy, I just switched tabs. What did you roll?
I got a 3. I got a 3 on the die.
Ooh, okay. So that is not going to be good enough to make it.
Proficiency doesn't matter when your dice rolls suck.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's just one fail. I mean, it's a 4-day voyage. You don't need 4 successes to have a successful trip. All right. So I'm going to say, how about Cook? Can you make a good meal for everybody? Can you please? I would say that'd be a wisdom check with proficiency because you have the chef feat.
All right, wisdom with proficiency. Got it.
Yes, as you and Cheeks are trying to make a nice meal for everybody.
Nat 1.
Oh my god.
Wow, you guys! I thought you're full 10.
We suck at this game.
Apparently.
Remember, Azorath is not a good chef. Azorath only knows how to kill the meal. Cheeks is the one that helps prepare.
Okay, how about Mr. Lookout? Can you please pass a look?
Apparently not.
Check?
Apparently not. But I'll try.
Perception, please.
Oh, you're not gonna fucking believe this. That was a natural 4. For a 13.
We're gonna crash the ship before we get to the supply drop.
Ugh.
And you said his rolls wouldn't matter.
Oh my goodness, that was terrible.
Please tell me all we needed was
We're gonna end up back at Gemini.
Looks like this wrestling match is coming a lot sooner than we anticipated, boys.
Okay. All right. You guys are sailing. And you're having some stuff like the supplies you're cooking with aren't the best supplies. The ship's not taking the most straightforward course. You started to kind of keep it a little more inland when you could have gone a little bit riskier going directly there. But it's enough that it works. And Ardor is just up there having a great time and really not paying attention.
It's really pretty, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You missed a lot. You missed a lot. You missed 3 failed checks.
Yeah, we're the skill check portion.
Oh, what kind of check do I need to make?
Well, since I know you want to be the boarding party / gunner crew, I figured you're probably trying to command the crew and run some drills. Was probably a good role for you.
I thought I just was the boarding party.
I mean, you are. You are, but I didn't know if you wanted to try to kind of bring the rest of the group up for getting trophies,
I don't know. I figured I would just be jumping onto other ships and going smacky smack.
I mean, that you can't do, and I expect you do that. But, you'd mentioned gunner crew, so I wasn't sure if you wanted to try to command.
I will,
I would say either a persuasion or intimidation, depending on how you're commanding this crew.
23. It doesn't matter which one.
Finally, you passed!
Oh, God.
They passed check. Finally.
Listen to me. If we were to encounter an enemy ship, this ship would sink, and I would be disappointed in all of you. You don't want to disappoint the Cleansing Storm.
It's the first day of it, so they're a little thrown off.
Speech.
Yeah,
So
they're a little scared, but they're...
whip up a meal real quick?
Yeah. So the first day, you're having some setbacks, but the gunning crew is perfectly ready to man those ballistae.
Damn right they are. I will personally launch anybody who isn't ready out of a ballista if they don't pay attention. I don't care that would break the ballista in the process.
Alrighty then.
So for the record, that was an intimidation check. Oh,
That sounds right. I will also say there is some gambling going on if you guys choose to participate, or if you guys want a skill check just to
absolutely.
to get farther. All right. All right. So as you guys are notice that first day when you're taking a break after having some setbacks, you do notice that Dob, as he said, and Galen have some dice are sitting around one of the tables. You lads hoping to join us here for a little bit of gambling.
Oh, I'm willing to give it a shot.
I mean, yeah, I don't really do much gambling, but you know, I'm always there to try. And he says that in a way where he's definitely done gambling before.
I see this, Mr. Pointy Ears, Pointy Horns. All right. Well, I got a nice little game for you people. It's called Drunken Dryad. It's very, very simple. You have a handful of dice here, and you roll the dice. If you get a 5 or a 6, that Dryad's drunk. The goal is to get all your Dryads drunk before anyone else does. So, when everyone's aren't drunk, you got to roll again. The amount of turns it takes, you see who gets the last. Sounds easy enough?
Yeah.
You have 5 dice. Basically, it's going to work. You have 5 d6s, and you roll them, and you see how many 5 or 6s you get. The first one who get all theirs to be a 5 or a 6 wins.
So for this, do we have to wager money before the round, or how does the gambling part work?
I would say you put a wager up first.
I throw 5 gold on the table.
I match.
Oh, lads. Oh, come on. Give me something a little more than that. That's
I'm putting 20. I'm going to put 20 gold in.
How about 30? You are too rich for your bloods.
25.
Lee, what'd you say?
I put down 35.
I matched the 35 gold as well.
I'll match that as well.
See, this person I like. All right. So, who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
All right, so roll me 5 d6s.
All right. 5 d6s. I got 1 6.
All right. Did you get any 5s?
I did not get any 5s.
Okay, so that's 1 turn it took you. You've taken so far.
Okay, and they have to be 5s or 6s, correct?
Correct.
All right. Let's see. Second turn. 2 more 6s, so I'm at 3 6s.
Yep.
And then, let's see. Third roll. Fourth roll. Fifth roll. All right. 2 5s. 5 rolls.
So, 5 rolls? All
5
right.
rolls.
You see Dov take the dice and he starts rolling, and you notice it takes him 6 turns to get it. So you've beaten at least him. He wants to go next.
I'll go.
For me to take it. Oh, okay.
All right, first roll, 2 6s.
2 6s, nice.
Next roll, 1 5.
2 more to go.
Third roll, nothing. Fourth roll, nothing.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Pressure's on.
I got 1 5 on the fifth roll.
All right. Is that all of them, or?
No. I finished on 7 rolls.
Okay, so Lee, Vagrant's up next.
Let's see how the fates are treating me then. 2 5s.
Nice. Okay, you roll 3 of them.
And a 6.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Nothing. And 2 6s.
Oh, we tied.
So is that 4?
No, it's 5.
No.
Oh, no, I can't count. That's 4.
Yeah, that's 4.
No!
Ooh. AJ, are you getting in on this action?
No! Gambling is a sin!
Galen's like,
that
calm
makes it a little
down,
more
man.
fun.
Just don't worry about it.
35 on the greasy boy downstairs in the wrestling match.
Galen goes through and he starts rolling the dice, and he ends up getting 5. So, Vagrant, it seems like you won the pot. This would be 35 times, how many players? 2, 3, 6. So 35 times 5, you're looking at 185 gold.
Nice.
Or wait, did I do that right?
Minus 35 because he put in 35.
I didn't count his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What was that number then?
185? I'm gonna double check myself. But where's my calculator? 175. My mistake. Something sounded off. All right. So yeah, you guys have taken a stab at Drunken Dryads. Go through the day. No other major events going on.
Can we do double or nothing?
I would say yes, but everyone rolls at the same time right now just to speed it up.
All right.
I'm
Who
gonna
wants to go
stay
in?
out of the second roll.
All right.
So who's all in?
I'm going in. So am I putting 70 in the pot then, or the whole jackpot back?
70
Okay.
each.
Okay, that's 2 on my first one.
I got 3, turn 3. First one was 3 5s, then 1 6, then another 6.
Well, Lee didn't make it. Matt, how'd you do?
I got it on.
I sat out that round.
Oh, yes, you did. You did. Well, I'm going to say Dom got it in 2. Oh, I rolled really good.
Oh,
Wow, that's really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Luck of the draw.
Mm-hmm.
Or luck of the dice, I guess.
well, I'm still out 100 more than I can.
How?
What? I thought I only put. Okay, so I did put the whole jackpot back.
No, you just put 35 in.
Oh. Okay.
Everyone put 35 back in.
Yes.
And the number I gave you was added on, like not including your 35. So you're still
Right.
pretty good. So in the end, you've gotten 140 higher, where everyone else lost 70.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So let's try day 2 of you guys sailing and see how this goes better. For some rolls, let's start with our navigator. Can you get them on track?
Just updating my gold real quick.
Oh, that's fair.
So what I'm seeing here is that you gamble with the crew while we faff about in the sky. I'm disappointed.
I'm not.
It's yeah, you did pretty good.
It does not matter how much you win.
No, but it matters how much fun you have winning.
Explain this concept of fun.
You see, the money itself, well, that's rubbish. Means nothing. Competing against the others, it's like fighting, but with coin.
But you do not throw them over the edge.
No, but I've got
When
the
you
trophy.
win.
Can.
Oh, I see. And you choose not to. That is noble. I approve.
Maybe we can let you in on another round then later. But first, I gotta
No.
try driving this. First, I gotta try driving this ship.
Gambling is a sin.
All right, so Mr. Navigator.
Real quick. So the commune with nature spell.
Uh-huh.
It lets me get knowledge of the terrain up to 3 miles around me.
Okay.
Will that help navigating at all?
I will say... I'll say casting, I'll give you a +5.
Nice.
Because it's a ritual spell, it takes you a little bit to cast it, but it can
Yeah.
give you some insight of where you're going, but not for the whole day.
Right.
We don't need a Titanic event coming up.
Yeah. Which would be impressive since you're flying an airship. But
Icebergs
I
in
digress.
space.
I think those are called asteroids.
All right, Mr. Vagrant, how you doing?
So before I start navigating, I take out my book again, I sit down, and I start ritual casting Commune with Nature. And then after that's done, I go back to the navigation equipment and nat 20 plus 5 plus another 5.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
no, you crushed that. I'm counting nat 20s as 2 successes, so that's pretty solid.
Nice.
Now see, this is what happens when you have a good day.
You doubled the amount of successes we had yesterday.
Yes, he did.
In one check.
Nice.
So, Azorath and Cheeks, would you like to try to keep the success roll going?
I will try. All right, so it's wisdom plus proficiency.
Yes.
All right, so I got a 5 plus 7, so 12.
12.
It's better than my 1.
It is much better than your 1, but you guys are just having an issue just trying to get through. You're just not used to working the materials that you were given. They weren't the best rations to work with.
It's more that Cheeks is a little seasick right now. Forgot to take his Dramamine when we boarded the ship.
That doesn't help either.
Yeah, that's not good.
Mr. Lookout, could you try to keep everyone away from dangers now that you are getting...
Yes.
You're no longer over land anymore.
Yeah, so I'm gonna sit in my crow's nest, and I'm actually gonna clean off the spyglass this time. I think that was my problem yesterday. There was a big smudge, just couldn't see anything. So let's see. It was actually worse. That's a natural 3 for a 10.
Oh,
Oof, buddy. Yeah, it's just not going well for you.
I think I scratched the lens by accident. It's just, yeah, it's not
I
coming
think
off.
you used the grease rag instead of the cloth.
Yeah, that's entirely possible.
Yeah.
Well, can we clean it up good with another success from our ballista crew?
Wait, hang on. All right. So persuasion or intimidation?
Yeah, whichever one you're better at, or if they're the same for you, your choice.
They are the same. 22.
Hey, yeah, okay, yes, that would be another pass. You were doing very
Are you
good.
intimidating? Or
I am
what you doing?
aware. If the rest of the crew would stop spending time gambling, we would be there by now.
Oh, yes, you would. Well, as
Cheeks
you're
just,
having...
just crawled up my shirt and hid.
as you're having that conversation and chastising everyone for gambling yesterday.
Yeah, right, I am at this point.
Yeah. So let's see. Let me check a couple of things. All right. Out of nowhere, 3 blasts of energy come through. One is going to nail Asira right behind, like right at the wheel. Another one is going right out the cleansing storm, but doesn't quite hit him hard enough to penetrate his armor.
Uh-oh.
And the last one is gonna hit Ardor up in the crow's nest.
Oh, man.
I'd like you to make a dex save as it starts to push you when it hits you.
Yeah, let me see. All right. I finished fiddling with the spyglass. A dex save that is a 21.
Yeah, you get hit and you start to go off the side. When you do, you turn and you grab it like movie style, just fingertips on the edge.
Heck yeah. Nice.
And
I think
So,
we're being
yeah, somebody-
attacked.
Harold's like, I said I have blood, no shit.
since I'm navigating, am I above deck or under deck?
I would
Man,
say
like
you'd be above deck, giving directions to Asira. So you'd be like near the wheel, but she'd be doing the wheel as you kind of give her coordinates to go on.
All right.
The thing is, you guys can't tell where this attack is coming from. What do you do?
I look.
Can I have... Hang on. Can I have a perception check
I would say you can
figure out the direction from which I was just shot.
Same.
Yeah. You guys could both do that.
Sweet.
Okay.
Well, say you guys
One perception.
21. I would say that both of you, the direction is not that hard. So you can, like, obviously Ardor almost got blasted off the side. He knows what direction he got hit from.
Yes.
And you know, like, back front, wherever you were facing, where you got hit. What is Ardor's perception?
That was a 20, unnatural.
Unnatural 20. Well, I'd say that both of you are kind of looking off, and you see, like, towards, kind of like hiding up towards the sun. So it's like it's a really glare to look at it, but you guys can just make out a faint, what looks like a smaller sailing ship. You know, you can't quite, it's far enough away, like a good mile off, but somehow they hit you from there. And as you guys are doing that,
I tell my gunning crew that they need to get them.
Dov looks, "Oh, Mr. Storm, they're a bit out of the range right now. We can't probably hit them that far away."
I point at the scorch mark on my breastplate and go, bullshit. And I rolled a 22 for bullshit.
I'll roll an insight against that.
Listen, the laws of physics don't apply when I'm angry.
I guess the laws of physics don't really apply if you don't understand the laws of physics.
There's also
I understand them, I choose to ignore them. I have studied them and sorry, duly noted and disregarded.
Aha.
Yes. Like, you say that, and he kind of shudders a bit. It's like, well, they could give it a shot, but we ain't gonna fucking hit them. Not a chance of bloody hell.
Don't waste the ammo. You hear from the guy falling out of the crow's nest.
Well, go hunt them down then.
So are they like right above us then?
No,
They're like a mile off, right?
Yeah, they're like hiding in the sun, hitting you at a range. And as you guys are arguing about this,
I explain to everybody that my hammer doesn't reach that far, and that's a problem for me.
yeah.
And I'm sad. Wait, can I use my Oath of Vengeance on the ship?
I think it has to be a creature.
I think it does.
I think it does.
I'm gonna cast a quick Armor of Agathis on myself.
All right. You cast the Armor of Agathis, and as you're casting that, because it's enough time that 3 more blasts come flying in, and let's say one of them is actually going to hit you this time, Mr. Storm. I should probably also tell you guys how much you've been hit for.
I'm assuming this is magic.
Yes, it is magic.
Okay.
You got hit for 11 points of force damage.
Okay.
Forgot to tell you, Matt, that Ardor was hit for 12 points of force damage.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to say one of them goes flying off at Google and just miss. And the last one, I'm going to say, flings off at Vagrant. And what's your armor class again, Vagrant?
14.
That one is going to hit you for 15 points of force damage.
Still got the ice up.
Yep, so I believe that ice will hit on a range attack as well, correct?
For armor?
Yeah.
No, it's only if a melee attack hits me.
Ah, that's unfortunate.
Well, I mean, how's the ice going to hit him from however far away?
Magic.
Well,
All right. So as those hit, seeing you guys are decently outrange, Dov runs up and one of his tattoos starts glowing, and a fog cloud is interposed between you guys and the enemy ship. He's like, "All right, that'll buy us a minute. We gotta do something to get the hell out of here."
No, we go fight.
They're gonna blow us out of the sky before I get there, or before we get there. It's gonna be hard to fight if we're not in the sky anymore.
Don't we have I not been beating the gunner crews?
You have. And Google take a look and goes, is that a smaller ship? I cannot make it out from here, but is that a smaller ship than ours?
It looks to be.
Well, then that means they'll probably be able to outrun us and we won't be able to catch them. With your guys' perception check, you would also notice the skies have been getting kind of dark recently.
Is it time for gambling already?
No. Dark clouds.
So based off of like just being out and about, in the crow's nest and, the red sky in the morning, red sky at night sort of thing. Does this seem like an unnatural, storm? Does it seem natural?
I'm going to say, make me a Arcana check.
Okay.
You're asking about the natural. Or nature. You can do either.
Oh, good. Nature's much better. It doesn't matter because I rolled a natural 4. That's a 7? 8. That's a 9.
Ooh.
That's a 9.
Okay, 9. You kept getting better, so that's good.
Yeah. 10.
Yeah.
It's a 10. I really can't count. Oh, man.
Okay, well, I mean...
Oh, boy. Well, you guys are looking, and you notice the storm that's kind of been brewing. Vagrant is doing a pretty good job of keeping you guys away from it. Just because you weren't entirely sure how nice that storm looked. But it looks like cover.
And I point out to the girl in the wheelchair. I can't remember her name.
Alcira. So I put names under everybody for you.
Yeah, I can't see him now though.
Okay.
But
we're on the world. We're on the world map.
But
my mistake.
I point
Back to
to
the ship.
Asira and I say
Much better.
these clouds might give us a little bit of cover to keep us a little bit safer.
It's like, yeah, I
What
can
is safety when vengeance is at hand? Go get them! Out of character, disregard the cleansing storm's ravings.
Noted.
Falcon's like, as much as I love the enthusiasm, we could make them come to us.
We use the storm to hide and bait them in. Then we strike.
Who would be the master baiters in this case? I approve.
Oh, boy.
Yes! Mastery
Cheeks,
of
put your
baiting.
hand down. This is not time for a high five.
Alright, I'm picturing a Goliath high-fiving a ferret, and the ferret flying off the ship.
Yep.
So, are you guys diving into the storm then for cover?
Sure. Yes.
Again, cleansing storm actually has no relevant thing to say here. So yes, go.
Alright. You guys dive into that storm.
Yeah, the closest spell I have to help with is Skywrite. It moves clouds.
Yeah, you could write like FU on it or something.
No, you could write they went that way. When we didn't actually go that way.
Yes.
Yes.
You guys cut into the storm. And as you guys do, it starts getting dark. And it's a little more intense than you initially thought. And you guys you're powering through, and we wait maybe half an hour. So the other ship doesn't follow you in, but as you're hiding in this storm, wind's blowing, it's starting to rain, lightning is crackling. And as you keep going, you guys look around and you start noticing the lightning is getting more and more and more intense. And as it goes, it starts forming into more distinct shapes, and it doesn't look like normal lightning anymore. And you guys start being surrounded by lightning elementals. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Ooh, that's not wonderful.
Heck yeah.
Lightning elementals, you say?
Yes.
22.
10.
Apparently, I have a lot of initiative, but I can't cook.
I was gonna say, it seems like you are a lightning elemental with that initiative.
Oh, I'm burning up all my nat 20s.
My God.
Oh, damn.
So
I wish that was an attack roll.
So I'm burning up all of my low rolls early. I rolled another natural 3.
Oh, buddy.
So I have an 8.
Buddy. It's an 8. All right, real quick, let me write down those initiatives. Let's say, let's call it green. 19. Oh. All right, since we have two 22s on there, Azorath and Vagrant are going to be going first. I don't really care which order you guys want to go in. I leave it up to you two.
Vagrant, you can go ahead and go first.
All right. I see that one of the elementals is getting very close to our driver here. So I'm going to go over and back her up.
All right.
Hang on, I'm on my way.
No pun intended.
Yeah. I'm still writing down a few
Climb the stairs
initiatives.
from here?
Can you what?
Can I climb the stairs from here?
Sure, close enough.
6. Or do I... Is this on the elemental?
Yeah, that would be on the elemental.
Okay, then I'm right here then.
Yes.
And I'm going to bonus action cast Shillelagh, and then action cast Booming Blade.
Ooh, okay, roll me to hit.
That's 24 to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. How much damage you doing, buddy?
So that's 8 magical bludgeoning,
Uh-huh.
and this level Booming Blade's still 1d8. So that is another 4 thunder, so 12 total.
12. Okay, you hit it, and you hit which one? You hit pink. All right, and you notice the thunder when it hits doesn't hit quite as hard. You said 12, right?
Yeah. Well, 8 and 4. The 8 is magical bludgeoning damage.
Oh, okay. That hits a little differently then. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, the boom doesn't do quite as much as you want, but the bludgeoning is still fine. All right.
All right, then come get some of this.
All right. So next is going to be, let's say the Azorath. What would you like to do, sir? You have a few different targets.
So I'm going to try to move closer to this one. So So I'm going to go to about, like, right there.
Okay.
To go towards that elemental that's, like, right on the other side.
Yeah. So you are in melee range with it if you were going to use the ranged weapons.
Okay, so
You wouldn't want to go that close because you'll get disadvantage.
would I be able to, would that be still within, or would I need to go further back this way?
Yeah, I would say I'd say right there is probably better if you want to not
Okay.
hit it because it's kind of threatening like these 4 squares with it. So
Okay, so I'm going to go to there, and I'm going to try to shoot at it.
all right, roll me to hit.
13.
13 will not hit. Are you using a regular arrow on that one?
Regular arrow for that one. And I do get
Alright.
the second action too still, right?
Yep. So you have another attack?
Alright, so Cheek smacks me on the head and makes some inaudible noise. I thrust back on the bow again, and much better. I roll a 19.
19 will definitely hit on that guy. Roll me some damage.
Right, and then damage is a d8.
Yep, plus your dex.
6.
6. All right. You notice it is doesn't do quite as much as you'd hope, but it does still hit it. It's still gonna hurt. So next is going to be this yellow one right up here, and that one is going to jump in and start attacking these 2 crew members. And we are also, as on your ship noticed, I call it legendary, but it's more like a lair action. Initiative count 20. Someone on the ship gets to do an action to try to help you. So I'm going to roll and see which one it is. C6. Need this sheet right now. So Alcira notices that you guys are coming to help her, is very, very happy with you. So she is going to turn around, and she's going to pull a crossbow out, and she's going to aim at that one near Vagrant, and take a shot at it. And it goes wide, and as it goes wide, you see a little as it hits the side of the ship. Unfortunately, it does not hit. So, next is going to be, where are we? This guy is jumping down into here and is fighting, again, with more some crew members, so we'll not worry about him at the moment. Next is going to be Purple, which is right by Azorath. It's going to run it right in at you, and it's going to try to shock you, sir. And your armor class,
14.
one of them will definitely not hit. The other one definitely does hit. And you take 7 points of, or no, not 7, sorry. You take 12 points of lightning damage. And you can now not take a reaction until its next turn.
Ooh.
Because you have been shocked, sir. Next is going to be the
Ouchies.
Cleansing Storm.
All right. I am going to pop Hunter's Mark, and I'm going to zap it onto this guy over by Azorath, and we're going to go.
All right.
Oh,
been marked.
shit. Swing of the fences and nat 20.
Oh boy, okay. Yeah, you roll a nat 20.
I'm going to go ahead and drop a 3rd level smite on that.
Oh boy. This is why there's a lot of elementals.
And so that's whatever I roll plus 15.
Okay, yeah.
Oh shit. 16, 26,
Vengeance
40,
Paladins, yo.
43.
Vengeance Paladins, yo.
Wait. And then the crit damage on the smite.
God.
So 55, 60, 70.
70 points of damage. Okay,
Jeez.
yeah. Holy shit.
Oh, wait, sorry. Actually, 79.
79.
I forgot about the Hunter's Mark damage.
Oh my goodness.
Holy
Wow.
shit. Just so you know, when you hit that, you are, because you melee hit it,
Yeah.
you're going to take 9 points of lightning damage, and now you can't take a reaction until the end of its next turn.
Is it still standing?
It still is standing.
Well, then I hit
It's
it
not
again.
very good, but it's standing.
I hit it again.
Fucking 9. God. Alright.
Does a 20, or sorry, does a 19 hit?
Yes, it will.
Okay.
Like you hit it really-
Wait. 26 damage.
Yeah, as you hit it, it just boom, and dissipates.
I am very upset because I can't take a trophy.
Well, that one is gone. Yeah. Hardship trophy of lightning. There's a nice big shockwave. goes
Sorry,
around
how much lightning
everybody.
damage did I take?
9.
You took 9.
Cool.
And since we're at should count 10 now, another action will happen from. Ralia is up. He is going to.
He's going to admire the hit I just put down on.
Yeah. She's going to come right up over to here. And she's going to enter a rage. As she does. Oh, I forget. Many. You three, all near her, so Ardor, Clensing Storm, and Azorath, and Galen are all going to get 3 temporary hit points. As she goes in a rage, and frost armor kind of congeals around your body.
Ooh, Storm Herald.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. So next is going to be this orange one, who's going to zip in and make a couple attacks at her, because he's not super happy with her. And do they both hit? One of them does. It's supposed to hit. One of them does hit, And she doesn't take as much damage as it would like. Or no, she does take full damage. Not the smart how I felt before. Takes a little bit of damage, nothing too crazy. And then... someone clicked and roll 20. Zaps on over to here to start getting in where everyone else is at. And that will be its turn. And the yellow one is up there fighting them. So it's kind of out of combat for you guys. And Ardor, you're up.
All right. So let's see. All right. I'm gonna move. I don't know, like over here somewhere. Try and follow Vagrant kind of up the stairs to kind of guard the helm.
All right.
But you'll see him take an arrow out of his pocket and kind of slice his left hand enough just to, get the blood flowing just a little bit. And you see it then begin to seep into the bow, and the bow begins to glow with a let's see. How about with a light blue energy?
All right.
And he's gonna turn around and take 2 shots at the one in front of Vagrant.
All right. Roll me to hit twice.
Yeah. Excuse me. Let's see.
Geez.
First one's a 24. Second one
That hits.
is unnatural 20. I assume it.
Unnatural. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Yes, I figured. All right.
All right, roll me.
So
are you doing those as just regular attacks?
those are just regular attacks, sir.
All right.
So, that's pretty good damage too. All right. Let's see. 13 piercing damage for the first, plus 2 cold damage.
Yes.
And then, let's see, for the second one. Not as good, but still pretty good. 11 piercing damage, plus 2 more cold damage, and it's all magical. So.
All right, so 13, 15.
13 and... Yes.
15, right?
Yes, 13
Yeah.
and 15.
So 27.
Damn. And then,
All right.
then I look at Vagrant and I say, "Don't worry, man. I think you got this." And he continues moving here. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, I move here.
All right, so Vagrant, I would say you still probably have your armor back, and it lasts an hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say you're probably half hour into the storm really started picking up. And one of them will not hit, but the other one will. So you can roll. Tell me, how much cold damage is that thing going to take?
It's a melee attack, right?
Yes, it is, as it grabs
25.
you. 25. Nice.
5th level armor.
Yeah. It's tough. Well, you, sir, are going to take... not too terribly much. 4 plus 5. You take 9 points of lightning damage and can't take reactions. And this thing is going to zip down here to surround Ardor.
I still have
man.
of my armor.
Yeah. All right, and that'd be its turn. We're back up to the top with Vagrant. What would you like to do?
Wait, did we just get back to the top?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this comic.
Yeah.
Most of it just kind of happened off to the side.
Yeah.
But I know how much you guys can blow stuff up, so you know.
Well, you're not getting away from me that easily. I'm going to bonus action cast Spirit Shroud.
All right.
So I'll do that to mark that I'm concentrating.
All right.
As there's now just a bunch of like ghosts and spirits swirling around me.
Uh-huh.
Gonna go forward. And actually, just gonna go 1 step forward.
All right.
So I'm still within 10 feet of the elemental.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast.
All right, roll me those to hit, sir.
13. And a nat 1, 9. Okay.
All right, well, neither one of those is actually going to hit.
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, bud.
We've done so much damage if they both hit.
Ardor just turns around and say, "Don't worry, the lightning, it kind of had you shaken up a little bit. You'll get him next time. It's fine."
So, Azorath, you're up.
I'm just disappointed in myself.
You got one right on you.
Alright, so see the one that's right on me. So I do want to try to be able to use my bow, so I'm going to try to like retreat a bit so I can be able to use it.
It will get an opportunity attack on you.
For retreat.
Yeah, because you're not disengaging when you retreat, which would be an action you wouldn't be able to attack. So you either try to hit it with disadvantage with a bow, hit it with a melee, or step back and use a bow and risk an attack. So
I'm gonna try to go back and risk an attack. I'm gonna try to go all fancy elf style. And the stairs to do some parkour.
All right, your armor class is what again?
14.
It will hit you for just 8 damage, so not too bad.
So with the temporary HP, does that go away?
That goes first.
Yes. All right. So you're stepping back then?
Yes, that is correct.
Place yourself where you would like to be, sir.
I'm gonna be like slightly behind the storm.
Smart.
Yes.
All right. Roll me to hit, sir.
First one is a 17.
17 will hit.
And then, ouch, second one's an 8.
No, that will not hit. What do you roll for damage on the first, though?
That is 7.
7. All right. Still got some damage out of it. All right. So next is Green's fighting up there. I'm not going to worry about it. Looks like Google's in there helping. They're all kind of bouncing around. Purple is dead.
Damn right.
Yeah. Where? Right. So I'm going to say, Storm, you're up next.
Damn right I am. All right, well, I'm going to go help my friend.
Yep.
We're going to hit this yellow thing
Wrong
here.
one.
How does 17 sound?
17 will hit.
So you moved Azorath up.
Oh, whoops. Wait, did I? Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
Hang on a second.
I am an elf. I do not like
sorry,
being
and
in
bonus action,
combat.
I move Hunter's Mark.
Yes, sir.
So that is 29 damage for my first attack.
All right.
And how much do I take from Zappity Zap?
From Zappity Zap, you're going to take only 1 point of damage.
Oh, pathetic. And my second attack, how does... Okay, I mean, I assume 21 hits.
Yeah, that does.
And I'm going to just burn a level 1 smite.
All right.
Oh, damn. 12, 22, 28, 38, 43.
43. Yeah, it's still up, but it's not looking very good. You said
And how much do I take for
43?
my second smack?
You're gonna take another 3 points of lightning damage,
I like it.
and just because I forgot to roll for the crew for 10 and 20, I'm gonna do that right now.
Actually, I have...
That's the wrong kind of dice. Nice.
Okay.
Let's taste.
Okay.
10 and 5. So a couple of crewmates are gonna help out. First, Sergey is going to turn, and he's going to pull out a little sphere from his hand, and he's going to toss it. Let's toss it at that just over here, and he does, a little explosion goes off his, and that thing needs to make a dex save, which is pretty good at, but it fails miserably, and takes a bunch of force damage. Oh God. One. Yeah, he checks the bomb and that thing just kind of obliterates. And that one is dead.
Yay!
And then the other one that's going to help you out 2, 3, 4, 5. Is going to be Falcar is going to say. Falcar is going to yell out, "Who here is missing hit points?"
Me.
I'm also missing some, not a whole lot.
All right. I mean, he doesn't ask that. I just had to know from a mechanics standpoint.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is going to come on, chumps! You can do it! And your guys are going to receive 9 HP.
Ooh.
Regular HP or temp
Just
HP?
regular.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
And now we're going back down. So after Chronicles the
Is that
Storm,
everyone that got it, or just
I would say you three could probably all receive the hit points, because you're going to be missing hit points. And next is going to be Yellow over here. It's going to take a zipping dash down to you guys. And it's going to make an attack at you.
Me.
Actually, it's going to make an attack at those two because it's closer. And I think it actually misses both of them. I know, you're very disappointed. But next is going to be Ardor. You have one right in front of you.
Yeah. I'm gonna, back up and put Vagrant in the front again.
All right, it's going to make an attack at you.
That's fine.
And 18 will hit.
An 18 will hit.
Yeah. Well, it's 18 on the dice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit.
But you're going to take 11 points of lightning damage.
That's all right. That's all right. That's back where I was before that one guy.
Yep.
Let's see. 73. All right. And then I'm gonna take 2 shots at that stupid pink lightning bolt.
Stupid pink lightning bolt.
Stupid pink lightning bolts.
I know.
2 shots. First shot.
Yep.
Oh, natural 17. It's probably gonna hit.
Yeah, it's going to hit.
Second shot. Natural 13, so 25.
That will also hit.
You sure?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Let's see. All right, first one. Oh, max damage. All right.
Ooh.
14 piercing
Okay.
plus 4 cold,
All right.
and then second shot. I'm gonna pump a hit die into it.
All right, yeah. The bracer of your bow just starts gripping into your forearm and bleeding.
Yeah.
Drawing in the blood and eating it.
Yeah, it just puts a good, slight cut on my arm, and blood starts seeping into the bow again. All right. Oh, almost completely max damage. So I rolled a 7 on a D8, an 8 on a D10, and a 4 on a D4. Anyways, so that is 13 piercing, plus 8 force damage, plus 4 cold damage.
26.
That sounds about right.
Okay, yeah. It is flickering.
Is it?
Think like Stranger Things with the lights. It's just flickering.
It's still there, bastards.
Still there. You almost got it. You almost got it, man.
All right.
Now we're back up to the top.
And
guess something else?
And I just yell over to Vagrant. I loosened it for you.
All right.
And then-
Vagrant, you would be up next.
I just take another step back here.
Yep, that's fine.
What about the pink lightning elemental we've been shooting at? When's his turn?
Actually, you're right. It is next. Good call, sir. It's actually stupidly going to probably come and hit you next because you are the closest thing, and that would make sense.
He's either going to miss or kill himself.
How much damage does it take when it hits you?
25. So how much damage did he do to me?
Let's find out.
Tis a flesh wound.
Ardor just gives Vagrant the thumbs up and says, "Hey, sometimes you got to do it the hard way."
You take 12 points of lightning damage. Can't
You
take
said
reactions, but 12.
He's 12? Okay.
Is your armor
I'm
still up?
concentrating on my spell. Thank goodness. Update my health. Okay, now it's my turn.
Alright, yes, it is your turn, sir.
That wasn't fun. At least he's dead. Now for the next one. 2, 3,
Alright.
4, 5, 6. As bonus action, I'm going to go into my form of dread.
Oh boy.
So first of all, I get 15 temporary hit points.
Alright.
So now I'm looking, more skeletal, flesh missing, eyes sunken into black pits. And I still have all those ghosts and spirits whirling around me from Spirit Shroud.
Yeah. Yeah. You're freaking terrifying.
Let's see if I can actually hit this one. And let's try that Eldritch Blast.
Alright. Give me that Eldritch Blast.
Does a 15 hit?
That will just hit.
And the other one is 27.
Yeah, that'll also hit.
Alright. He's within 10 feet of me, so I get the bonus for Spirit Shroud on both of those, but my Form of Dread only lets me add an extra damage die to one attack.
Alright.
So first... So that's 16 necrotic on the first hit.
Okay.
And 19 necrotic on the second hit.
Alright.
Agonizing Blast. What?
Alright, yeah. That's total for everything, right?
Yes. Necrotic all the way.
Yeah, you hit that thing pretty solid. So next would be Azorath.
Oh. And I think he's...
I'm gonna try to.
Oh, is there something? Sorry, is there another effect, Lee, of your stuff?
can they be frightened?
Is it a save?
Yeah.
What do I have to beat?
Wisdom save. Gotta be the 16.
I rolled an 18.
Okay, they're not afraid of me.
Ah, yeah. Alright,
Okay,
so then
that's
it's... Alright, now it's Azorath's turn then.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on the yellow one.
Alright. It has a Hunter's Mark. Alright.
And then I'm gonna use my arrow of returning.
Alright. Roll me to hit.
So 10 plus 4 for Dex, and then... Alright, so 14.
14 will not hit, but you could try to redirect it and help when you wait over here if you would like.
Would that be within the same action then? Or
That would be a reaction to do it.
Okay, so I'll try to do the reaction to try to aim toward green.
Alright.
So what kind of roll do I need to do for that?
I would just say that would be just another attack roll.
19.
19. That will hit. So roll damage on that one.
14.
14. Yeah, you hit that thing pretty nice, and you give a nice little arrow, and it goes through it. You see Falcar turn and just slice it with a sword and finish that one off. So you helped them get rid of that one. Because, these guys have been doing damage as you guys have been fighting. So that one's definitely gone. Oh, yes. And that arrow starts going back towards your quiver, and you're another shot at yellow.
Yep, my second shot at yellow now. 10.
No, it doesn't hit. And that was a regular arrow, so...
Yeah.
Alright. So since we're past your turn, Green's done. Let's see, which one of your crewmates helps out now? 6. Lose 6. Alright. At this point, I would say Elsir has kind of gotten down near you guys. And as she wheels up the wheelchair, the metal slates on the side, he locks him up and say, "Ram him!" and kind of ducks in behind the wheelchair and looks at one of you guys who wants to take a ram attack with her.
Take a what?
Basically, she turned her, by pulling up the slats, her wheelchair has become a little sled that's metal that you can just slam into something.
That's pretty awesome.
Okay.
And she ducked in. So you have the option to grab her and use her thing as one of your attacks for just a straight slam attack with it.
Okay.
Up to you. You don't have to take it. And it is your turn next.
Cool. I'm going to step up, and I'm going to attack yellow with just my regular attack. How does a 23 sound?
That sounds like that would hit.
Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and throw down a level 2 smite. Also, bonus action transfer Hunter's Mark.
Yep. It is doubly marked. Let's use this one.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
14, 20, 30, 35, 50.
It's still kicking. Not
And
by
I'm
much.
going to grab her and use her as a slam attack.
All right, so you jump back behind her and you slam in. So let me double check this to make sure how it works. Chair Mars up. Someone can use a chair as a battering ram to move up to their speed and deal 2d8 bludgeoning damage to anyone in their path, and the creatures must make a 13 dex save or fall prone.
Okay.
So yeah. You're gonna you run right through them. So we're only 2 more d8. And I'm gonna
Okay.
make a dex
Well,
save.
and a d6 because it's still Hunter's Mark.
It is still Hunter's Mark, yeah.
Oh dear. 17. I mean, do I get a strength mod on that or anything?
I'll say yeah. That makes sense.
Then 22 damage.
22 damage. As you two hit in, first of all, I forgot to tell you, on your first attack, you took 3 points of lightning. And then when you use her to slam through, you each take 9 points of lightning damage as it explodes, get shocked off the metal wheelchair.
I don't
But it is-
particularly care.
Yeah,
I
know.
enjoy
It is-
it.
She's like, ow, shit, bad idea. But that one is now dead. And as you guys are, yes, and as you guys are doing that, the rest of your crew mops up the other two easily enough because they're still capable people and they've been fighting for a while.
I'm disappointed.
No trophies.
I do an elaborate high five routine with Raleigh.
Oh yeah, she's like, oh yeah, good job,
Goliath.
Mr. Storm, and bam.
Like there is a prolonged 30-second high five. routine involved
It's a
here.
secret handshake, is what you're saying.
Damn right, but it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
prolonged one.
Yeah.
Oh yes, oh
You-
yes.
And if you don't have 18 strength, you can't do it.
Just breaks your arms.
Sounds about
I have
right.
18
Exactly.
strength.
There's push-ups involved.
Ardor's
are
gonna
just
stay
off.
back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Azorath is going to attempt to join in.
Damn right you are.
All right, since this is your first time seeing this, I want you to make me an athletics check followed by a performance check.
All right, athletics check first is a 23.
Pretty solid.
And what was the second one?
Performance.
7.
7. You're like that guy who just starts a martial arts, like, yeah, I can go really hard, but then you don't do it correctly.
Yes.
But you go really hard.
Yes.
That sounds like Azorath.
Yep. Cheeks is just like face palming, watching you just.
At least I didn't get flung off the ship, jeez.
He kind of shrugs. So, as you guys are navigating the storm, the ship that you're trying to bait in didn't end up following you inside. As you,
Bullshit.
I know. But you guys are now fighting through the storm, and I would like you guys to make checks for what's going to end up, I'm going to call the third day of travel. So I want to see how this goes to see what happens next to you people.
Or am I still doing performance checks on the gunner crew?
Yeah, I could stay.
So about that, I just rolled a 1.
Well, that would be 2 fails, so you're 2 and 2.
Also, do we are we able to take long rests between?
You have not had time for a long rest yet, but you're definitely in the short rest range.
Is this still day 2 or is it
We're
day
kind of
3?
hitting the transition, but we're hitting
okay.
in the storm. So I'm just kind of, I want to see how this goes to see how I direct the next thing.
Ah,
Okay,
no,
well,
I got
I'm
you.
gonna go ahead and spend some hit dice. Oh shit! All right, I'm back to full health.
Yeah. So you guys are getting a short rest.
We're getting a short rest.
Yeah. And then based on how these rolls go, I'll tell you if you guys have anything else happen before you get a long rest.
Well, I actually rolled well for once.
Hey, Mr. Lookout!
Yeah,
What'd you
so
roll?
for a perception, that's a 25.
That's pretty solid. Okay.
Let's see how my navigating goes. Nat 1.
Oh, gosh.
God. Okay. Okay. So that storm is kind of hard to navigate, and you're not sure you're gonna pop out of it because at one point you found the eye of the storm, right? And you're like, all right, better, but not quite where I want to be. And you dive back
I
in.
don't know how to. Oh boy.
Yeah. Can we at least prepare some nice meals for everybody?
Let's see what we've got. Oh, brilliant. Much better. So I rolled an 18, and then which stat am I adding with that? Dex?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay, cool. 21.
Yeah. There is a pass you've been looking for.
You guys finally get more than just like your hotel breakfast, where they say that it's like a breakfast provided, but it's just like stale Pop-Tarts. This is actually like this is like the granddaddy of them all, where you're actually getting breakfast sandwiches and a Belgian waffle maker.
Nice.
Yeah. Or like some of the southern ones where they have biscuits and gravy.
Yes.
Yes. Love me a good La Quinta.
Oh yes. All right. So I would say that you guys, with the storm, by the time you finally get out of it, you are able to get a long rest.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yes. I was just gonna say, I'm gonna start writing a letter.
Oh yes.
To Irina, and then just kind of like spend the night working on that.
Oh yes, very easily enough to start getting your letter worked on.
Cleansing Storm gets into a push-up contest with Raleigh.
All right, roll me an athletics check.
Wait, wrong die. So 15.
15. Let's see. She sees how well you're doing, gets really pissed, and just rages roll. You just beat her out. She gets like 2 less than.
Okay. We high five.
Oh yeah. The epic bro high five with you and her is still just.
Actually, I think we just headbutt each other. I think that's what our high five is.
That wouldn't surprise me. that sounds on track.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make a new recipe without the aid from Cheeks.
Ooh, okay. All right. I want you to make me.
Hang on one sec. Oh, keep going, guys. I hope screaming. Hang on.
Yeah, we're almost done
without
anyways,
me.
so, yeah. So, all right, I want you to make me called a cook's tools roll. So, be your wisdom and proficiency.
Wisdom and proficiency. All right.
Yeah.
We got a 17.
17. What kind of recipe are you trying to make?
So I'm trying to make, since it's the nighttime, I'm trying to make a nice quiche.
Quiche. Yeah. While Chigs is sleeping, you kind of think about all the things he's directed you on. You're like, oh, this is what I got to do. That's it. That's what the little furry man's going on. All right. And you work through it, and you make a pretty decent quiche. You're pretty pleased with it. Also, I want to just double check because you were decent on your cook's tools roll. Oh no, you passed. Never mind. I was making sure you had a proficiency, but you passed anyways. So, all right. Well, since it's getting late, I'm going to leave you guys with, as you pull out of the storm, you guys are noticing another ship heading your way. But this one is a much larger ship, with a massive arcane cannon on the front.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
It is aimed directly at you. And as you guys are coming out, we'll try to figure out exactly how you guys approach this next time.
Sounds
The
All right, that
Enterra
was fun.
Chronicles. Yeah.
Cool.
I hope everyone had a good time.
Yeah,
I had a great time.
All right.
This is a lot of fun. Thank you, Mel.
Are Caxips06 and Ice Wizards you guys?
No.
We had people
yeah,
watching
there's-
us then.
Hey,
Crap.
that's awesome.
We had Ice Wizards and Caxips06.
Well, that's pretty awesome.
All right. I
those
keep
are
myself away
under-
from the chat, so I
that's
have
from
no
BJ.
idea.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
AJ posted that Ice Wizards and Caxips is them.
I was trying to figure out why you were posting those names. I had no idea.
Yeah, I was looking at the. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you,
Are we
Ice Wizards and
Wizards?
Caxips06 for watching.
Yeah.
I hope you were moderately entertained, and we'll probably
Yeah, I hope
hopefully
so.
get better at this as time goes on.
We'll be playing
Yeah, we're
again
still
in
rolling
2
just a little
weeks. We'll be
Yeah, we'll
playing
be the
again.
goal.
All right.
And it will all go on YouTube, so hopefully have some other people see it. But yeah, I hope everyone had a good time.
Yeah. All right.
As we can-
Good night, folks. Always.
Yep.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Have a good night, guys.
Yep.
Yep.
Good night.
Later.
Yep. See
Good
you
night.
guys.